Bonjour, bonsoir, bonne nuit pour une live et bienvenue sur ce deuxième live sur Sam et Max saison 1, version remasterisée en VOST du coup, et oui, pas de VF malheureusement, que je le rappelle, hein, sur cette version. C'est triste, mais bon, tant pis, on va faire sans. Bon, vous en avez peut-être rien à foutre, je sais pas, mais là, il y aura toujours pas la soundboard ce soir, parce que bon, je sais pas vraiment pourquoi ça marche plus, mais là, je tente de mettre à jour tout ce qui est lié à ça, et le problème, c'est que je peux pas faire ça rapidement, ça va me prendre du temps, et comme le temps, j'en ai jamais, eh ben, on n'est pas dans la merde. Donc, la soundboard, pour l'instant, je suis obligé de mettre ça de côté. C'est pas grave. Sam et Max en eux-mêmes vont bien nous faire marrer. Hop, je relance le jeu. C'est bon, tout est là, tout est prêt. Le chat, pourquoi je vois pas le chat? Hello Kefran. Et c'est parti. Donc, Sam et Max sauver le monde, épisode 2, ce qui s'appelle Situation Comédie. Donc normalement le son il est bon, il est réglé, hein, vu que on se prépare à un moment d'humour gore. Je sais pas si gore c'est le mot. Après l'humour de Sam et Max, bon c'est particulier, c'est un humour bien à eux, mais c'est un humour qui est assez critique de la société américaine notamment. Mais très, il y a un aspect corrosif, voilà, puis il y a une écriture aussi dans les dialogues des personnages qui est assez exceptionnelle, quoi. Donc voilà, épisode 2. Bon, ça sert à rien de lire le speech, on va découvrir l'histoire ensemble. Enfin, si vous ne la connaissez pas déjà, parce que c'est un remaster. Notamment, j'avais déjà fait la version normale il y a 2 ans. Pour rappel, ils ont changé la musique du générique. Rigueur est pas forcément le meilleur mot, mais décalé, oui, décalé, ça c'est sûr. Effectivement, c'est très décalé comme humour, ça vient Max. Et décapant, ouais. Sam et Max passent la javel sur la société américaine. Épisode 2, situation comédie. Oh, c'est un joli effet d'ombre là. Évidemment, il n'y avait pas à l'époque. Cynique, ouais.
I got it. I got it. Hello. Yes. Yes.
Alors, du coup, c'est drôle parce qu'ils ont rajouté la date 2018 dans le carton là, mais je pense pas que le jeu se passe en 2018. Je pense qu'il continue de se passer en 2006, donc. J'en ai marre de la rousse, quoi.
Myra, as in America's mom, the woman who told Tom Hanks to get a haircut? Surely you jest.
She's holding her audience hostage and giving them valuable gifts against their collective will.
I don't normally endorse the use of the word dastardly, but this is clearly dastardly. I think.
We've got to drive over to the station right away, or at our earliest convenience.
Great. I've been itching to bust some skulls since they canceled my so-called life.
Nice people, ouais, voilà. On a des références qui aujourd'hui sont un peu datées.
One of these days we're gonna finish that game.
I'm still working on getting the rest of the darts from the police impound.
Nothing useful in here.
How ironic.
Remember our trip to the moon, Max?
Like cottage cheese through a strainer, Sam.
You continue to baffle me, little pal.
Je sais pas si ça a été dans la BD, leur masque comme ça, là. Mais il y a un peu ça à la fin de l'un des épisodes du dessin animé.
Remember our motorcycle trip through the Midwest?
Just you, me, and the authorities from 7 states. But those were quieter times.
Hello?
Jerk!
What do you mean? The reception's perfect right now.
Welcome back, America.
Tiens, voilà Mayra.
Half of my most special episode ever. You don't want to miss any of our exciting guests coming up this hour. Plus, everyone in the audience is going to be getting a lifetime supply of non-dairy creamer. We don't need non-dairy creamer. We need sleep. Oh, I see. You were all
C'est un peu
thrilled when I
plus
gave you
animé,
cards and
je
all
crois
the
qu'avant
fancy
les...
vacations and then home entertainment centers, but now, after I worked so hard and sacrificed so much, you'd rather sleep. It's all about you, isn't it? I guess nothing I ever do is good enough for you. Maybe we'll start using non-dairy creamer someday. That's more like it. You see, there's lots more fun to come, so stick around, America, and sit up straight. Nobody trusts a sloucher.
Good old TV. It's the only way I still feel well adjusted.
2002 was a great year for calendars.
I'm glad we stocked up. We've been going through them at a rate of about 1 a year since then.
Ils ont stocké, se dire qu'ils ont que des vieux calendriers.
A very
Ils utilisent que
disturbing
des vieux, mais
individual.
jamais forcément le même.
Ah yes, I remember that case. Particularly gruesome.
Alors je sais plus ce que c'est, 21 septembre 2018. Ils avaient expliqué ça sûrement sur la page Steam où ils indiquaient les modifications de la version remaster, mais je me rappelle plus.
When I got this thing, I thought it would be useful.
Where else would we keep the pieces of paper that we're never going to look at again?
Alors vous vous souvenez, hein, chaque fois quand on finit une enquête, il y a toujours un objet en rapport avec qui se trouve dans la porte du placard. Voilà. La moumoute de Brady Culture.
Ah, Brady Culture's hair. It makes for an unwieldy but oh so enchanting memento of our first case in a long while.
He howled like a sick wallaby when I shaved it off him. Good times.
Where's the rest of the news collection, Max?
It's a surprise.
Mr. Spatula's looking good today.
Isn't he plastic?
Ah non, c'est un vrai poisson. Agitation luxuriante.
Hubert doesn't look so hot, Max.
He doesn't look any worse than he did 2 months ago.
Ah oui, les répondeurs. Oui, il y a toujours des messages drôles aux répondeurs.
Sam, it's me. Open the window. I'm trapped on the ledge again.
Ils ont pas de portable, je me demande comment il a appelé.
Sam, come on. I have to pee. And the PTA is here, and they're carrying signs. Hey, Sam, it's me again. I found a way to solve all 3 of my problems at once. But I'm going to be needing bail.
Hi, Sam. This is your therapist calling. I have to cancel our appointment because I'm giving up the practice to go into publishing. Speaking of which...
Ah, on voit plus l'icône de la personne qui parle comme avant. C'est dommage. Donc là, c'est Sibylle qui parle, évidemment. Là, je m'étais même pas rendu compte de ça. Ils ont enlevé...
Hello, is this the president? It is? Really? Well, thanks. That's all I wanted to know.
Bon, allez, on va se rendre au studio télévisé, là. On voit vraiment que c'est une image fixe. Bon, pas besoin d'aller dans les autres trucs avant, hein.
Where are we going, Sam?
The TV studio.
Goody!
Oh, putain, on voyait pas ça avant. Sibylle.
Well, here we are, Max. The TV station with programs.
Ah, excellent, on voyait pas l'extérieur.
Too new to be retro, but consistently derivative enough to be popular. WARP.
Television's so mindless, you can't help but watch.
Oddly quiet in here.
Mysteriously so.
Well, let's find this Myra character and smack some good old-fashioned sense into her.
I don't care if we smack it into her or smack it out of her, just so long as there's smacking involved.
You crack me up, little buddy.
Je crois qu'ils ont un peu modifié l'intérieur du studio aussi. Là, on voit un peu... Ça, on le verra plus tard.
There's only one explanation for a propeller on the wall.
Yes, this TV station is a giant flying battleship.
Either that, or it's just a prop. Huh, get it?
I vote for the giant flying battleship.
Moi aussi. Ah ouais, putain, ils ont rajouté des petits détails et tout, les projecteurs, ça, la télé, c'était pas là avant. Oui, ils ont bien retravaillé ce décor.
The Barrel Haven. From whence comes this storybook set?
Clearly from a work of unparalleled artistic vision and emotional expressiveness.
No wonder I haven't seen it.
Oui, voilà, c'est plus drôle et intéressant, le coup de l'avion, je sais plus quoi là.
It's got a falling star on it.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder how you'll crash and burn.
Yeah.
Ça n'a pas été traduit, tiens. Mais je crois pas qu'ils ont retravaillé par contre les sous-titres français.
Hey, even the scaffold is just a prop.
Yeah, from that show about the TV crew that solves crimes around the station using advanced forensics and overly dramatic reenactments.
Come on, who ever heard of a crime at a TV station?
Ce sociopathe psychopathe manqué. Ah ouais. Cet adolescent sociopathe. Putain, c'est marrant, j'ai l'impression que c'est même pas du tout la même ambiance. Tiens, je crois que c'était pas écrit ou alors pas en français avant, je sais plus. Je crois que c'est pas aussi clair. Enfin, quand on entrait dans la porte, ouais, on voyait le titre, mais je sais pas. Là.
Stand aside, casually attired stagehand. We're Sam and Max, freelance police.
Sorti.
We've come to save some pathetic hostages from the clutches of...
Okay, I'm gonna stop you right there. Number one, I'm not a stagehand. I am the director. The director!
Could a fool...
Number two, we're no longer holding the auditions for animal cops with crippling mental disabilities and a lust for dance.
Et moi la
Oh, no,
danse.
we're not actors.
You got that right.
Oh,
I don't
no.
think I've ever seen worse
Jerry
acting in my
Nichols.
entire life. And yes, I have seen Keanu Reeves' performance in Toast, the musical.
Sam, I think my hypersensitive ego may need stroking.
Don't look at me.
Next! Who's next?
You don't seem to understand. We're highly untrained police officers.
Look,
Hautement
hats off to the dedication,
inexpérimenté.
guys, but I'm just not buying the police act.
I feel so invalidated.
We're looking for Myra Stump, the darling hawk of...
Do not mention that name in my presence.
Which name? Myra or Stump?
Either or both.
What's your beef with Myra?
Let's just say Myra and I have creative differences. I'm creative, and she isn't. I'm sorry, what was your question?
You and Myra. Why the hate?
Look, Myra runs her show her way, and I run every other show my way. If she doesn't want me on her set, I could care less.
You mean you couldn't care less? If you could care less, then you do care some, which doesn't really...
No, I was right. I could care less, because I care even less about what you're saying right now.
Oh, burn!
Quiet, knucklehead. What are you doing here, anyhow?
What am I doing here? I'm holding auditions for Midtown Cowboys. What are you doing here?
Midtown Cowboys? The critically panned but publicly adored sitcom about two cattle ranchers trying to make it in Midtown Manhattan?
Yes, well summarized.
You're hiring extras?
No, I'm hiring the stars. The two main characters went on Myra a couple days ago, and I haven't heard from them since. I need replacements ASAP.
Sam, did you hear that? If we can pass one lousy audition, sitcom stardom will finally be ours.
Marketing to fame for the most insubstantial of reasons. That truly is.
Télé privée. Allez, ils ont envie de devenir des stars, on va leur offrir cette opportunité.
Like to apply for that instant stardom you promised?
You want to audition? Well, if there were anybody else here, I'd tell you to forget it, but okay.
All right. What do we do?
I'm going to have you play a scene from Old Yeller. Tell me you've seen it.
I'm not into horror movies.
It's the classic boy gets dog gets rabies, boy shoots dog story. Max, I want you to play the boy.
Yes! Boy, that is so me.
And Sam, you play the dog.
Oh.
Okay, Sam, ready? I need you to act like you've got full-blown rabies. Understand?
Je sais pas pourquoi il se tutoie d'un coup.
Motivation?
You're a mad dog. Now, show me rabbit.
Grr.
No, dig deep. You should be just frothing mad.
Ah mais merde, on pourra pas faire ça tout de suite.
Sorry, I'm not hiring a dog who can't even do a simple rapidity scene.
I don't know what went wrong. I was feeling so rabid.
You look pretty disease-ridden to me.
Come back after you've taken a few thousand acting lessons.
Non, c'est bon, on l'a vu l'échafaudage.
Hey,
Yeah, from that show about...
come on. Who?
Ah, bien sûr, on peut pas aller là tout de suite, hein.
Hey, actors only back there.
But we're police.
Yeah, I'm sure.
J'adore les énormes pattes qu'il a, comparé aux pieds de la femme. Il y avait les affiches de Sibyl, d'ailleurs, mais j'ai pas eu le temps de voir ce que ça... ce qui était écrit dessus ou quoi. Alors... Bon, ça, ce sera pour plus tard. Ah bah alors. Mais allez, cours.
Alien Love Triangle Times. Looks like they're sold out. Has been Brady culture behind bars.
He finally found a way to become famous. The police blotter.
It says this year's fashion is somehow different from last year's fashion.
But I still have the same brain I had last year.
Actually, you don't, but most people do. It looks like candy, but I'm pretty sure it's fish tank gravel again.
I've had worse.
Oh, tiens, on a jamais vu cet angle. On voit un petit angle là. Pas un chien qui pète. C'est beau. On l'a peut-être déjà vu, mais je sais pas, comme c'était en 4 tiers, on voyait pas jusque là. Je sais plus trop.
What ho! Samuel! Maximilian!
What the?
Oh, your probably wondering how I know your names.
Not really.
Psst, it's me, Bosco.
À chaque fois.
What's with the slanted soup strainer, Bosco?
Bosco? I
Petit
named that
passoire.
moniker. I am Lord Reginald Rumplebottom.
Évidemment, il a gardé son t-shirt où il écrit Bosco dessus. Hein.
Sam, what language is he speaking?
I'm not sure, Max, but I think it might be English. No, really, what made you convert to British?
Everybody's got it in for me, that's why.
Yeah, we heard.
Well, I had to get a disguise to throw them off the trail. They'll never find me now.
They wouldn't even know where to begin to look.
Il a une moustache blanche alors que le reste c'est noir quoi.
What sick forces of evil are bedeviling you this time?
It's the skin bodies, man. They're after me.
Skin bodies? Sounds like a pack of belligerent nudists.
Oh no, the skin bodies are like those horrible hairless cats, but 10 times worse.
Sure they're not 100 times worse?
Yeah, maybe 100 times, maybe a
Et le
million.
pire c'est qu'à chaque fois, ou presque, il a raison.
These skin bodies, what exactly are they doing to you?
They're still in my... pinching my shaving cream.
Of all the things of yours they could pinch, why the shaving cream?
So they can shave their bodies, of course.
Of course.
Ouais, parce que le nom anglais c'est skin bodies. Donc c'est comme les skinheads mais pour le corps. Et donc ils prennent de la crème à raser pour se raser tout le corps. Ok.
Not to be rude, but why isn't your fancy pants defense system stopping these skin bodies?
Well, after the whole video delivery conspiracy, I figured I better build something to keep people from bringing stuff into my store.
So?
So, I needed to borrow some of the high-tech detecting parts from B-Tads.
Meaning nothing stopping people from taking stuff out of the store anymore.
Dash it all!
We want to buy something.
Yes, quite so, quite so.
What have you got?
Well, there is still one kind of shaving cream the blooming skin bodies haven't gotten yet.
Oh, yeah, I love shaving.
That's funny. I've never seen you shave.
I didn't mean myself.
I have a most peculiar device behind the counter.
Mais j'ai pas un feeling d'accent british quand il parle, alors que c'est ce qu'il est supposé imiter. Je sais pas si l'ancienne voix de Bosco le faisait mieux ou quoi.
We'll take your last can of shaving cream, old chap.
Splendid! Spiffing! Tickety Just bring it to the counter.
Do you have any complimentary fresh garlic?
Nope.
Do you have any fine leather jackets?
Nope.
Do you have any gumballs the size of your head?
Nope.
Do you have any +2 plate armor of limitless squeezability?
Comment il est supposé connaître ça lui? On verra que c'est incohérent dans l'épisode 5.
Do you have any Pez dispensers with the head of infamous Mexican revolutionary Pancho Villa?
Nope.
Do you have any ketchup?
Nope. Oh, wait.
Got you.
Blast! Drat! Dash it all!
Qu'est-ce qu'il dit là Est-ce que c'est une nouvelle réplique qui n'existait pas avant ou...
Do you have any complimentary fresh garlic?
Nope.
Nothing for us right now.
Indeed.
Hands in the air, Bosco. You're coming with us.
Good heavens! What is the meaning of this?
We're taking you in for masquerading as a man of class and distinction.
What the devil? Surely you jest.
Yes, surely we do. On the bright side, now you can add the police to your long list of paranoia-induced nightmare subjects.
Tch, piffle, pish-posh.
Thanks, Bosco.
Hip hip, honey nut cheerio.
C'est bizarre, j'ai l'impression qu'ils ont remplacé quelques dialogues, parce que j'ai pas le souvenir qu'il y avait autant de trucs pas traduits.
Are those the same 2 weenies that were in there a month ago?
Are you the same 2 weenies that were in here a month ago?
Tiens, dans ta gueule.
Whipped liverwurst.
You want some?
Absolutely not.
C'est marrant, Sam, il a moins l'occasion d'envoyer Max en l'air par rapport à avant. Je pense ils ont modifié un peu l'IA de Max pour qu'il se déplace.
Nothing like a gaggle of security cameras pointed at a guy to make him feel at home.
I'm comfortable with it because I'm uncommonly photogenic.
I think it's the tinge of green that makes this coffee especially appealing.
I take my coffee green, like my men.
Sludgies. This week's flavors? Bangers and mash.
That's sausages and potatoes to you, Yanks.
Oh, good. For a second, I thought it was something disgusting.
Nachos.
They're mine, nachos.
Buy nachos. Free toilet brush with every purchase.
Free toilet brush. I'm sold.
Used toilet brush.
I'll pass.
Ouais, voilà. Les condiments aussi, ils changent des fois, je crois.
Mustard and
Ah, peut-être pas ici, ou
As
peut-être dans la
vaguely
saison
referred
2,
to
ou
on
je sais
TV.
plus. Je crois que ça change à un moment. Tiens, par contre, les 3 icônes là, les 3 dessins, je sais pas s'ils étaient là à l'époque, j'ai l'impression que non.
tongues placed on freezer become property of Bosco.
I got quite a few tongues that way.
Mais qu'est-ce qu'il fait avec ça?
Say, Max,
I am not getting in that thing again. It took me weeks to get the fishy smell out of my fur.
Il y a même une caméra dans le réfrigérateur.
children preserved fluids.
I wonder if Bosco used the fluid sample I submitted.
I hope not.
Ça va, j'ai plus le problème de décalage de son que j'avais dans l'épisode 1. C'était peut-être parce que mon disque dur travaillait sur autre chose en même temps lors du dernier live, je sais pas. Bon, ça peu importe, y a pas besoin de... Ils ont fait en sorte que...
Stay out of the loo. It's knackered.
Bathroom terror level. Red, extreme terror. Yellow, lots of terror.
On voit pas ce qu'il y a dans les toilettes dans la saison 1 et... Je crois que l'angle de la caméra fait qu'il
Stay out of
n'y a
the
pas besoin. Ça boucane. Est-ce que c'est de l'argot british? Je ne sais pas. Enfin non, vu que là c'est en français. Bon bref, on va prendre la mousse à raser. Hein.
I could use a shave.
I'll say. Your 5 o'clock shadow goes clear to your ankles.
Paws off, pig, dog, pig dog. The skin bodies rule the streets. Blast, bugger, blinded, bollocks. The little blighter did it again. After him. I mean, tally ho. Tally ho.
Effectivement, on va récupérer la mousse à raser. Normalement, il passe dans la rue, je crois, et voilà. Tu te demandes pourquoi ils arrêtent pas de passer comme ça dans la même rue, dans tous les sens, mais...
Where are we going, Sam?
The skin bodies can't be stopped.
Hey! After those rats!
J'avais jamais compris le jeu de mots PO de bébé, mais c'est vraiment pot de bébé en,
Do those
en français en fait.
small wheels move so fast?
You'll never catch us. The skin bodies can't be stopped.
Tu me demandes s'ils sont pas nouveaux ces angles de caméra. Alors, il faut tirer mais au bon moment.
Take the wheel, little buddy.
I thought you'd never ask.
Non, trop tard. Putain, j'ai même pas vu arriver le bordel quoi. Et putain, à chaque fois je le vois pas arriver. Mais c'était pas comme ça avant. C'était la route était plus droite. Merde.
The skin bodies can't be stopped.
Shoot him, Sam!
Skin bodies can't.
Ah mais tu vois rien que c'est
Hey, the shaving cream!
l'angle de caméra là.
Hold on tight, little buddy.
Je fais ça un peu au pif. Voilà. Bon, en réalité, on peut la garder de toute façon, mais... Ah putain, ça marche pas bien là. Ça.
Who goes there? Oh, it's you lot.
C'est bien, on n'aura même pas à le payer.
We've retrieved your precious shaving cream.
Jolly good show. Jolly good.
Now, if you're wondering about the reward money, yes, we do accept personal checks and all major credit cards.
No. As a reward for retrieving the can of shaving cream, I hereby grant you a can of shaving cream.
Gee, thanks.
Bon allez, let's go. On va retourner au studio télé et enfin on va pouvoir faire cette scène de la scie.
Where are we going, Sam?
Le studio télé.
TV studio.
Goody!
Alors regardez bien dans le décor là, il y a une affiche de Sibyl. To femme from dab to fab. Je crois qu'en plus c'était juste un fond noir qu'il y avait avant, ça faisait vraiment pas très pro quoi. C'est bien qu'ils aient fait ça. Mousse à raser. Attends, pas tout de suite. Faut dire de repasser l'audition.
Can we take another crack at that audition?
Fine. Let's take it from the top. Ready, Sam? Show me rabbit. Brilliant! Now that's what I call diseased.
Thank you, thank you. First off, I'd like to thank all the little people who...
Zip it. Okay, Max. Just realize
Zip
your dog
it.
is walking death, and you'll have to put him down for the good of society.
Really?
You're sad, you're despondent, you're grief-stricken. Now, show me the emotion.
Comment elle nous dit ça?
You call that emotion? I've seen Myra show more emotion, and she ought to be declared an actual...
Oh la vache. Réservation de
Perfect. Now, the fateful moment has arrived. Despite your immense grief, you must put your beloved companion out of his misery.
Okay.
Uh-oh. Idiot. What demonic force possessed you to do that?
The demonic force called acting, Sam. You should try it sometime.
Good thing I had my anti-hypnosis helmet built into my hat, or I'd have one too many holes in the head.
Bravo. Bravo! Such realism, such authenticity. I was convinced you were actually shooting him. How did you do the sound effects?
You don't want to know.
The search for the Midtown Cowboys is over. You're hired. Head to the set next door and we can begin filming immediately.
Let's hurry, Sam. We only have 14 minutes and 55 seconds of fame left.
Hop. Et oui, le quart d'heure de gloire. Par contre, le temps il passe vite, hein. C'est même pas 59, c'est 55.
All right, people, let's get the stage
C'est
started.
réaliste quelque
Celebrity
part.
host,
C'est vrai que
you're
le temps
in a
il passe
minute.
vite.
Oh, right. The crew's working on Myra. Stupid, no talent, fat face.
Weren't you just...
I think she just defied the laws of physics.
Sorry, you'd be amazed how many times a day I have to do that. Things tend to be hectic here.
Doesn't bother us a bit. Sam and Max, consummate professional actors, reporting for duty.
Consommé.
You said duty, Sam.
I knew you guys were right for this show.
Speaking of which, could you perhaps explain the show a bit?
Okay, here's the drill. On Midtown Cowboys, you play a pair of cattle ranchers trying to raise a herd in an apartment in Manhattan.
My Uncle Ernie did that, except it was pigs. And not in an apartment.
I only see one cow.
It's a small herd. You're struggling, okay?
Okay.
You've got this landlord, Mr. Featherly, who has a very strict no cows policy.
Devilishly inconvenient.
I begin to see from whence the hilarity sprouts.
Yes, Featherly is always barging in, and you try to hide the fact that you have a cow in the apartment. Lots of sight gags, usually something gross winds up happening. Simple enough?
Great. Where's the script?
Well, there's a slight hitch. The cow ate most of the script, so you're going to have to ad-lib the show.
Ad-lib?
Yes, make it up as you go. Improvise.
Well, I guess our regular life has given us plenty of practice.
Don't worry, you'll be working with Philo Pennyworth, who plays Featherly. He's a brilliant actor, classically trained, Globe Theater and all that. Just set him up to do something funny, and he'll handle it from there.
Check. Anything else?
J'aime beaucoup aussi la voix française de Featherly.
One line from the script, and it's really important to work it in, because it's the product placement that pays for the whole show. One of you will have to say the line.
Me, pick me!
All right, Max, your line is this. Better get the serious toothpaste.
I like it already.
Comme par hasard, la ligne qui reste, c'est celle du placement de produit.
We're as ready as we're ever gonna be. Let's start taping the show.
Okay, now remember, your landlord's at the door, and you don't want him to know you've got a cow in there. Ready? Action!
Open up in there! I know you're hiding a cow!
Let there be light.
Donc, effectivement, cacher la vache. Hop. C'est vrai, ils ont plus ou moins gardé le format 4 tirs par ici.
There we go. Life of the party.
Ah ben non, je suis pas prêt moi.
Aha! I know you've got a... Well, well, well. Who's your guest, boys?
This is the French chef we hired to satisfy our inexplicable, insatiable craving for omelets and duck à l'orange.
And frog's legs. I like mine extra crispy.
Oh, a French chef, eh? I love French bread and French fries. I went to Gay Paris one time myself, you know. It was back in my army days.
Ah oui, on peut le faire maintenant ça. Allez, pousse-toi la Featherly là.
I don't care if it is just a prop. I'm not touching that with my bare hands.
Hop.
Say, what's this? I'm sorry, what was that you said?
Il avait pas l'air, c'est bizarre, il avait pas l'air de picorer dans... Enfin, même de regarder le plat. Ouais. En fait, il a fait exprès de mordre sur la queue pour... Je me souvenais plus qu'il faisait ça, je me demande si c'est nouveau.
He said moo goo gai pan. It's a French dish the chef has just made.
Whoa, super! I'll try some of that. Where's the plate?
I
Il
can't
est
help but
là.
feel this is all terribly wrong somehow.
Aha! Interesting.
That's one word for it.
There's a familiar flavor. Fennel, maybe?
Kentucky bluegrass, I think.
This moo-moo whatever stuff is really good. What's it called in English?
Cow pie.
Really?
Tourte à la
Funny.
bouse.
It sounds just like...
Now? Better get the serious toothpaste.
Zoom in and cut.
Phew.
That was comic gold. The network is going to love it.
Naturally. I'll be in my dressing room refreshing my muse. Don't call me for at least an hour.
Sa voix elle est plus différente, tiens.
Nice
tiens.
work, you guys. Here's a clip for your reel.
Thanks.
Let's get the set back the way it was.
Bah, c'est elle qui doit tout faire logiquement. Ouais, regardez, là aussi ils ont ajouté des éléments. Table de poker Telltale Games. Et regardez le logo Telltale du coup.
How convenient. This way we can shoot a TV show about people watching a TV show.
And if the show they're watching is the show of themselves watching, the universe could fold in on itself and explode.
Best leave it turned off then.
Ouais.
Hi, Mom.
J'ai toujours eu envie de voir par là quand, dans la version originale en 4 tiers.
What's that thing?
I don't know. It was here when we took over the building after the .com bust.
Bessie. C'est pas mal, puis c'est vraiment en temps réel. Hein. Là, si hop, on voit Max, enfin Sam plutôt. Mais attends, ça change de caméra quand on passe devant, c'est ça? Non, c'est juste que de temps en temps ça change.
In Manhattan, this counts as a view.
If there's a leak, it counts as a water view.
Ça fait toujours marrer ça. Cette blague.
Ah, nature. In Manhattan, this counts as a view.
If there's a leak, it...
Ah tiens, c'est vrai qu'il dit plus ou moins Manhattan comme Jean-Claude Donda en VF.
This could use some sprucing up. Whatever happened to our can of spray paint?
I refuse to answer on the grounds that I may incriminate both myself and a prominent local politician.
Say no more. I miss the 70s when you could get away with stuff like that. I shouldn't fool with the set while we're not taping the show.
La vache.
Hey, bossy.
Bon allez, on va aller dans les autres lieux là. On va aller à qui va rater des millions.
Look, Max, there's the door to Myra's set. Let's get in there and liberate her literally captive audience.
Sam, forget the hospital.
Myra, point
There's
d'exclamation.
somebody famous. It's Hugh Bliss.
Who, Bliss?
No, Hugh Bliss, inventor of prismatology, helped millions unlock the power of their personal color spectrums.
Right, the stage magician turned happiness guru. Like we didn't have enough of those already.
J'avoue. Putain, c'est d'autant plus actuel aujourd'hui, je
If he
trouve.
magically pulls another rainbow butterfly out of somebody's ear, I'm leaving.
Hi, Hugh Bliss.
Hi, I'm Hugh Bliss.
Yeah, I
Cling.
know.
And
Ah,
you
on voit
are
la productrice.
freelance police.
How do you know?
Do you believe in magic? 'Cause I do.
Autant il y a des trucs qui font un peu daté, un peu voilà. Vu que le jeu il date de 2006 à l'origine, mais alors ça par contre, ça a pas vieilli, ça a limite rajeuni quoi. Ça rajeunit tout seul.
So, Hugh Bliss, what brings you to WARP?
I too am here to meet Myra.
How do you know we came for Myra?
Oh, oh, don't you see? I can read your mind.
As the resident doubting Thomas of this crime-fighting dude, I consider it my civic duty to say...
Sceptique avec un C, mais
Okay, think of something, anything.
c'est bien, un vrai sceptique.
Hugh Bliss is a big fat charlatan.
Was he right?
Big deal. Everyone thinks that.
Oh, think of something else.
Comment ça, je pensais à autre chose? Non. C'est lui qui nous demande de penser à autre chose.
Pennies on the eyes of a dead mime.
Well,
I must have been silently mouthing the words.
Really? Think of something else.
Voilà.
6,373,411.98.
Sam?
Lucky guess.
Was it? Think of something else.
Le coup de chance des coups de chance là. Hein.
Enough of this ridiculous farce.
Stop it.
Do me, do me.
Oh my. And that's unspeakably depraved.
Yeah, you got it. Wow, you're amazing.
What's your business with Myra?
I'm to be a guest on her show, silly.
Yeah, silly.
I'm spreading the word about my new book, Emetics, the handbook for multicolored happiness. Take a copy when you leave.
Can you just give us the 10-word summary instead? We're on a pretty tight schedule.
10 words. Oh my. How about prismatology is the answer. Unicorns are pretty and rainbows too. That's 10.
Il est très premier degré. C'est quoi la prismatologie?
What's the story on this prismatology flapdoodle?
Prismatology is only the greatest intellectual, emotional, and spiritual revolution ever to grace this fair planet.
Thank goodness we have someone who can give an impartial assessment.
Tell us more.
Join Prismatology today, and you too can experience the magic of true bliss.
That goes against everything I've ever hoped for. And yet now I'm strangely attracted to the notion.
Snap out of it, little buddy. We've got a case to solve.
C'est, à mon avis, c'est pas, c'est pas, il y a une raison qu'il y a un tel personnage dans un jeu américain, c'est que j'avais regardé une émission ce midi ou hier, je sais plus, où il disait, en Europe, surtout en France, on a la chance d'avoir notamment la Mivilude, même si elle a été un petit peu à moitié démolie, la Mivilude. Mais dans d'autres pays, il n'y a pas des trucs comme ça, ou alors pas aussi fort des associations qui surveillent les dérives sectaires ou associations ou trucs, mission interministérielle pour la Mivilude, c'est dans son nom. Même si elle prend un gros coup, hein, voilà, elle a pris un coup et ça fait plus partie. Enfin, ça dépend plus du Premier ministre qu'ils ont dit. Ça fait partie du ministère de l'Intérieur, donc ça perdrait carrément le côté interministériel. Et un coup, j'avais même lu, entendu vite fait. Bon, en gros, ça va se résumer à surveiller les radicaux islamistes. Bon, je sais pas si c'est vrai, mais peut-être. Après, c'est vrai qu'il y a eu il y a 1 an, 2 ans, 3 ans, Enfin, j'ai vu un truc du style. Enfin, il y a eu des. Bon, voilà, il y a eu des documents, des machins, des trucs qui visaient spécifiquement ça, comme par hasard. Donc, ouais, la Mivilude, faut qu'elle redevienne comme avant, la Mivilude. Et peut-être même lui donner encore plus de moyens qu'elle en avait. Puis aux États-Unis, bon bah il y a ça, il y a les potentiellement plus de dérives sectaires. Il y a la religion très présente du fait qu'il n'y a pas la laïcité, on n'a pas, il n'y a pas des trucs type loi de 1905 dans plein de pays, hein, c'est comme ça. Donc les personnes comme Hug Bliss, mais dans la vie réelle, eh ben, elles ont plus le champ libre qu'en France, quoi. Donc c'est pas étonnant finalement que ce soit un jeu où c'est très présent qui parodie un bonhomme comme ça dans son jeu, quoi. Bon, après ça pourrait aussi être fait en France dans l'absolu, hein. On a de quoi faire en France aussi, hein, en fait.
Dazzle us with a feat of legerdemain, why don't you?
Okay, I'll show you the magic of prismatology in action. Pick a color, any color.
Ochre, ochre. No, mauve. Burnt sienna.
How about a color I've heard of? Pick a color, as long as it's red, green, or blue.
Faudrait limite chercher sur internet pour voir si ces couleurs existent vraiment. Ça m'étonnerait même pas. On va directement prendre celle-là pour avancer dans le jeu, vous allez comprendre pourquoi après.
I know what you're thinking. Is it real or is it illusion?
Say, Hugh Bliss, can we get a picture with you for our scrapbook of instantly forgettable memories?
Splendid idea. I wish I'd thought of it. Oh, and in fact,
J'aime bien ce cynisme.
hence the camera. Now gather round.
But how will you take the picture?
By magic.
Okay.
Say, chocolate-covered puppies.
Chocolate-covered puppies. So where's the picture, Magic Man?
Oh
Ça donne envie de vraiment dire gros plat de spaghetti quand
Check your pockets. Maybe I left
on
it
se prend en
there.
photo.
Sorry to interrupt your little joy fest, but I've got a situation here.
Never fear, pretty lady. Hugh Bliss is here.
Yeah. Anyway, our game show host went on Myra hours ago, and he still hasn't come out. Think you can fill in till he gets back?
Can a butterfly fly? Yes, it can. Oh, what do I do?
When a contestant comes to the podium, just read him a question from the card. Then, when he gets it wrong, insult him and tell him to get off the stage.
Oh, no. Prismatology teaches us to love everyone, no matter what.
Right, just read the cards.
Okay. I still love you.
C'est dommage que on voit que le décor là en arrière il est tout gris, presque unique là. Ça aurait été sympa de le voir amélioré. Par contre les faire concile, je suis pas sûr qu'il était déjà avant. C'est joli. Mais du coup c'est l'arc-en-ciel de sa cravate qui se reflète.
Emetics.
Life troubling your digestion? Reality blocking your passages? Expel your troubles with Emetics, the handbook for multicolored
Ouais,
happiness.
évidemment c'est son truc qui marche pour
I
tout.
read it every morning on the can.
Multicolored happiness indeed.
Alors oui, effectivement la photo elle est vraiment dans notre inventaire. Il l'a même signé, Love Hug. sais pas, le jeu télé, ça sert à rien de le faire maintenant. Parce qu'effectivement, on va participer à ça. Mais il nous manque un truc pour le faire, et parce qu'il faut le faire dans un but précis. Alors on va aller voir Mayra.
It's polite to knock. You do know we're taping a show here.
Great day in the morning.
It's Myra Stump herself! Yourself.
How about letting your hostages go now? What do you say?
Hostages? They're my guests. You know, if there's one that fries my burger, it's the rampant victim culture in American media today. Oh, boo-hoo! Myra's audience all got luxury minivans. Now they have to worry about where they're going to park.
Bah! I know what you mean, Myra. It's like I'm always telling people, don't think of it as a bullet wound. Think of it as a transfusion opportunity.
J'avais oublié que Mayra était une grosse caricature de la pensée réac.
Seriously, we're officers of the law, more or less, and we'll have to insist that you free the hostages.
Le braque version maman.
Just as soon as the show's over.
And when is that exactly?
Oh, who can say? We still have so many gifting opportunities. I just found a year's supply of industrial strength soap backstage. I think I'll give that away. Or else have a valuable lesson on curing potty mouth.
Alors ça va dans la langue, c'est ça?
Can we come in and see the show?
Can you? Don't you mean...
May we come in and see the show?
That's much better. No, we're at full capacity. The only people getting in now are famous people who are appearing on the show.
May we appear as guests on your show?
I excel at talking about myself.
Are you famous?
Perhaps. In an internet petition, or there ought to be a law.
Not good enough. I'll need evidence of your explosive star power.
I blew up a public restroom last week.
I want to see a copy of your recording contract, for one thing.
Well, what if we...
Recording contract and a clip from your hit TV show. You're not anybody these days if you don't act and sing.
Recording contract, TV clip.
Piece of cake.
No cake. I'm on a diet. But I will naturally need evidence of the latest juicy scandal you've been involved in.
We have to be scandalized?
Of course. What kind of show do you think this is?
Are you sure you want us to answer that?
Look, it's very simple. Show me a recording contract, a clip from your TV show, and some evidence of a scandal, and I'll squeeze you in.
Oh, is that all?
J'aime beaucoup la voix française de Mayra. Elle, c'est pareil, il me manque. La comédienne française est tellement dans le personnage.
As it happens, we brought a clip of our wacky hit sitcom, Midtown Cowboys. We're the stars.
Well, I'm certainly impressed with how far standards for entertainment have fallen in this country.
Thanks.
You're going to need a recording contract and a nice juicy scandal to be a guest on my show.
Your eyes look a little spirally. Are you feeling all right?
Of course I am, sweetheart. By the way, when was the last time you brushed your teeth? And you should
Ouais, elles
really
sont
be
blanches ses
flossing.
dents, eh.
You certainly sound like your normal self. But why are you keeping everybody in there?
I'm just doing what I
Bon,
always
c'est un peu
do.
noir, mais c'est plus un
Playing
effet
it well to
d'ombre.
put on the best show possible. It's just, after opening presents from well-wishers, I felt so compelled to make this show extra special.
Vos yeux partent un peu en spirale, mais là, c'est... On devrait... On le voit pas pour l'instant, il n'y a pas un plan qui le montre.
Don't be alarmed, but I'm beginning to suspect that you might be hypnotized.
Après, on le voyait pas non
Don't be
plus avec
silly.
les trois gars...
Hypnotism is
trois
just an
ex-enfants
excuse
stars.
people use today to abdicate responsibility. I hate how this country's become a bushel of Bill and Betty brainwashes.
Hypnotized or not, that sounds like Myra's patented blend of lovingly cutting criticism and charismatic know-it-allatry.
Madame Zemmour.
Are you sure you're not hypnotized?
Of course not. I'm just inspired, and even more so than usual.
I'm gonna go get my autograph book. We'll be right back.
It's too nice to stay indoors. You boys should go play outside. And you should stop making that face, dear. It'll stick if you're not careful.
What face?
Popopo. Maïra. Alors, faut repasser par le. Là, il n'y a pas le podium. Est-ce qu'il faut le faire une fois Il y aura un certain objet à récupérer, mais j'arrive plus à me rappeler où et comment. Oula, ce fond noir des enfers. Attends, c'est pas possible en plus. Cuisine les yeux fermés. Regardez, encore une fois, il y a des écrans en plus, voilà, un air et tout.
What's the story with this show?
Cooking without looking? It's a cooking show aimed at motorhead bachelors who have never seen the inside of a grocery store.
Is there a big demand for that?
You'd be amazed.
Where's the host? Is he in watching the Myra show?
No, he's one of the few who isn't. He got food poisoning while he was taping last week's show. Right in the middle, in fact.
Was it gruesome?
Ça c'est con.
Yes, and unfortunately, this show goes out live.
Ah, ah bah oui, merde.
Can we get a tape of the show?
This one? No, it's broadcast live. We don't tape it.
Ça m'étonnerait. Ils gardent forcément des archives.
Can we get a tape of the show?
This one? No, it's broadcast live.
How do you do that teleportation trick where you're always everywhere ahead of us?
Trade secret, honey.
Oh, moi je voulais savoir.
How do you keep it so clean in here?
The complete absence of anything resembling food is helpful.
Aren't there fruits or vegetables of any sort around here?
Just the crew. I never get tired of that one. Okay, actually, no. We strive for realism, and the average bachelor kitchen doesn't contain any natural plant life except mold.
Ouh. Yeah, il y aurait sûrement un son dans la soundbank que j'aurais pu mettre, mais bon, elle ne marche pas. Et puis, il va falloir que je passe 50 ans à essayer de la mettre à jour pour éventuellement qu'elle refonctionne.
See ya.
Probably.
En vrai, il y a vraiment de la bouffe parce qu'on va faire un gâteau. Enfin, on va faire un gâteau, vous allez voir. Après, normalement, c'est pas pour tout de suite non plus, je crois, mais...
It's a fake.
Plat de lard.
That's enough lard to clog the arteries of a major metropolis.
Or start a circus of greased squirrels?
I rue the day you lost your NEA funding, Max.
Hey, Sam, can I?
No.
Welcome to Cooking Without Looking, the cooking show for the typical bachelor kitchen, containing no fruits, vegetables, or healthy ingredients of any sort. The show where we take a random assortment of condiments and barely edible items and create a meal within minutes. Filling in for Chuck Flagon this week, these guys.
Just go.
En vrai, la blague des célibataires sans frissons et légumes est limite mépris de classe.
Thanks, Sam. It's great to be here.
Not you, Buckethead. The audience.
Greetings, worshipful fans. Remember, the only reason I'm on TV is because I'm better than you.
We've got some curious cooking to do, so let's get right to it.
What are we making, Sam?
Ouais, hein, effectivement, complètement. Hein. Parce que bon, Si vraiment on voulait, il fallait enfin, si on voulait manger régulièrement fruits et légumes, il faudrait quand même un budget supplémentaire, quoi. C'est ce que disait un jour la youtubeuse concrètement moi, je sais plus où, dans une vidéo.
We're making a delicious casserole. Let's just go to our trusty ingredient rack and select some savories for our all-purpose thingamawatsit.
It's a pot, Sam.
Aux USA, ouais. Ça.
And you're a kettle.
Bah ouais, en plus il y a pas. Je sais plus si. Comment ça se passe avec eux? Ils ont un revenu minimum ou pas, eux? Aux USA? Tentacules de pieuvre, sécrétion de wombat, bouse de bison, acide sulfurique, gel coiffant, granules d'uranium. Je crois pas, ouais, donc voilà, c'est... En fait, j'avais entendu que Barack Obama, à l'époque, il avait été élu parce qu'il avait promis d'instaurer un minimum de sécurité sociale, d'ailleurs. Bon, c'est peut-être pas la seule raison qui a fait qu'il était élu, mais ça a dû être assez... Alors là, ils disent MSG, ils l'ont traduit par E621. Les reins de kangourou séchés, paillettes d'amiante, du lard. Oui, ils ont une assurance maladie maintenant, en effet. Ouais. Pâte de moine. What? Teinture rouge numéro 2.
A fistful of squid tentacles.
Ooh, that's my favorite western.
Quoi? À la cuisine. Ah, on peut... pourquoi il y a un timer? C'est quoi ce bordel? Ah non! Je pensais que ça, il allait se passer quelque chose quand il allait revenir là ou là ou...
A dash of pink mink oil is a must.
Nothing says I last ate real food in the 80s like the inclusion of something pink.
Every chef has a signature ingredient that no one has ever heard of or used. Mine's MSG.
If you put in enough that you feel a burning sensation in the back of the neck, forearms, and chest, you're just about there.
Il n'y aurait pas eu la blague mépris de classe, ça aurait juste passé pour un truc critiquant le fait qu'il y ait des produits de mauvaise qualité dans la bouffe justement à bas prix.
Of course, who could forget the asbestos sprinkles?
This stuff isn't just for school lunches. Real kitchens use it too.
Et je pensais qu'il y avait un minimum de 3 trucs. Alors l'icône là ils l'ont changé, elle est nouvelle. Elle n'était pas animée avant et puis je sais plus, elle avait peut-être une autre tronche aussi.
Now do we broil it, Sam?
Right you are, little buddy. Into the oven it goes. And through the magic of TV cooking show time.
Voilà, il est bien à manger.
Successfully perverted the laws of God and man.
Oh boy, let's take it with us.
Ah tiens, là c'est pas... Ah ouais. Bah rien n'empêche de dénoncer le mépris de classe et les additifs alimentaires bas de gamme. Oui voilà, on peut faire les deux en même temps, effectivement. Rien n'empêche de faire les deux.
It's like a scene from Heidi.
How does that bird manage to stay still for so long?
C'est marrant parce que je trouve qu'avec la version remaster, ça fait effectivement encore plus Heidi ce faux décor.
I think this is one of those cooler things they use on medical shows to transport donor spleens.
What's it doing on the set of a cooking show?
Some knowledge is better left unclaimed.
Alors je sais plus, il y a des chances que si on reclique sur tous ces trucs là, ça va redéclencher l'émission. Faudra faire un truc plus tard, mais est-ce que je peux le faire maintenant en vrai? Je sais pas. Cassolette à la Sammy Max.
Nah. Nope.
Productrice, caméra de télé. Est-ce que je vais aller voir direct Sibyl? Ben peut-être, ouais.
I just don't see how you can
Ah, ça
sing
y est.
and be a judge. I don't think the public would swallow that.
Hey, Sam, do my eyes deceive me, or are those our formerly hypnotized former child star acquaintances, the Soda Poppers?
Sweet jellyfish paste on a stick, you're right. What are the odds?
Did we find another judge? What about one of those guys?
I don't suppose either of you would be interested in being a judge on Embarrassing Idol, the hot new show where we make uncomfortable entertainment out of people's misplaced faith in their own singing ability.
Oh, me! I promise I'll be completely unbiased in my abuse of the contestants.
Fine, take a seat.
Hop là.
Goody! I get to sing!
Welcome back to Embarrassing Idol. The judges are chomping at the bit, so say hello to our first contestant, Peepers.
Ah mais oui, c'est ça. J'avais oublié.
Can I fly?
Well, that was a bit sloppy, but I particularly liked how you hit that high note. That always impresses me. I think you'll get my vote.
I'm definitely voting for you. After all, you are my brother.
Very impressive. You sound almost exactly like a sick cat being dragged through rusty farm machinery. But this is a singing contest, so I think I'll have to vote for someone else. Is there anyone else?
Not so far.
Pas mal les petits trucs qui tournent là. Donc ça c'est le premier décor là, hein, mais voilà, qui a été aménagé. Par contre je sais pas comment ils ont fait pour creuser du coup. Piscine d'acide avec le requin.
What's with the pool of water?
It's acid, brain freeze. Don't you ever watch the show?
Judge looks good on you, Max.
Thanks. I hope it comes with lunch.
Seems like a pretty cushy job you've got there.
I hope somebody else comes to sing soon. I've got scathing insults and bombast that are itching to claw their way out of my throat.
How is that any different from normal?
It'll be on TV.
Oui.
Seems like a pretty cushy job you've got there.
I hope somebody else comes to sing soon. I've got scathing insults and
How is that any different?
It'll be on TV.
Don't let your passion for overzealous criticism get in the way of our primary goal here, little pal.
I already forgot what that is.
Myra Stump, holding the audience hostage?
Oh, right. Sometimes my sponge is a little leaky.
A fact I know all too well. I think I'll poke around and look for clues, or craft services crawlers, or both.
If you poke up some crullers, I want 6.
Tu sais, il dit 6 dans le texte, dans la voix là, et 12 dans le texte français. C'est une planche de bois fixée à l'arrache. C'est marrant, les moniteurs là se font plus modernes que ceux-là, mais c'est un peu logique en même temps. Enfin. Ça c'est des trucs qui étaient probablement là depuis longtemps. Et là, bah, un beau décor pour une belle émission.
Fascinating. Fascinating. Once used for apples, now used for derrieres.
Derrieres.
Well, well, peepers, you underdeveloped former non-psychotherapist you. What a treat to run across you
Je vais même
again.
pas parler aux deux
I'm
autres.
not sure if I ever properly thanked you for hitting me over the head recently. Repeatedly.
No gratitude necessary. Just doing our jobs.
Sure.
How do you manage to hit those eardrum-scarring high notes?
If you're implying that I use any artificial vocal enhancements, I doubt. What you hear is pure peepers. That's almost exactly what I would have said.
Really, is there any trick to hitting the high notes like you do?
Look, I told you I don't use any artificial vocal enhancement, and I resent the implication. I have a gift, that's all.
Your lyrics have an intriguingly vapid quality. Did you write them yourself?
Of course! Any similarity to lyrics from other wildly popular songs is meant
C'est très drôle de voir cette ligne aujourd'hui.
I'm dying to know. Is there any truth to the rumors about lip-syncing on the old Soda Poppers TV show?
We only did that on the released version.
I'll leave you to whatever it is you're doing over here.
Good luck.
Can I look at these?
Sure, take 'em. I've got them memorized. Am I blue? Who are you? Can I fly?
Very impressive.
Dire que ça tient sur plusieurs feuilles, ouais. Je crois que c'est du bête comics sur MS.
Last time we saw you, you and your diminutive former child star brothers were in the thrall of a megalomaniac hypnotist with bad hair. What have you been up to since then?
Well, after you hit us over the head,
Repeatedly.
our careers have taken an upswing.
Clearly.
Hey, being a judge on Embarrassing Idol is a tremendous opportunity.
I'm feeling the magic already.
What can you tell me about this contest you're judging?
Not much to tell. People sing, we judge them. You want to know more? Ask the director. We judges don't have to concern ourselves with operational details.
Je sais pas, il parle trop près du micro là, il devait pas y avoir de filtre anti-pop. Ça me fait penser à la voix du micro de Bosco, je me demande si ça n'a pas été réenregistré, ces voice lines à lui. Alors je sais qu'il y a des répliques qui ont effectivement été réenregistrées. Alors déjà pour Bosco, voilà, c'est un nouveau comédien qui le double. Parce que l'ancien comédien de 2006, c'était un blanc qui imitait un noir en gros. Voilà, donc il prenait en gros une sorte d'accent noir, un peu comme la voix française d'Eddie Murphy par exemple. Et donc pour le remaster, ils l'ont remplacé par un comédien réellement noir. Et aussi, mais même il y a d'autres persos où il y a quelques voix qui ont été réenregistrées parce qu'à l'époque le jeu était distribué donc épisode par épisode et en ligne. Donc on téléchargeait déjà ça sur internet. Or à l'époque certains ils avaient encore des modems bas débit. Donc pour compresser le jeu, pour que le fichier soit pas trop gros à télécharger, un des trucs qu'ils aimaient bien faire c'était de compresser l'audio. Donc il y avait des fois des fichiers audio de pas très bonne qualité. Après c'est marrant pour j'ai pas le souvenir qu'il y ait eu des compressions dégueu sur la version française. Mais je suis pas sûr que la version française ait été distribuée elle aussi en épisode par épisode sur internet. En tout cas pour la saison 1. il y a longtemps, à l'époque, j'avais téléchargé les démos. C'était que en anglais, full anglais, genre même le texte en anglais. Et je suis pas sûr qu'il y ait eu des démos en français. Du coup, je me demande si pour la version française du jeu, ils avaient pas directement sorti ça en physique, donc en CD-ROM. Ce qui fait qu'ils auraient pas eu besoin du coup de compresser spécialement les voix, quoi. Ah oui, qu'est-ce que tu recherches chez un chanteur? Effectivement, il faudra faire gagner Sam pour avoir un contrat d'enregistrement en fait.
Tell me about the criteria you use in judging a singing contest, such as this one.
I'm a stickler for technical proficiency. Usually I look for a high note. Someone who can hit a really high note always impresses me.
I see.
Donc lui en gros, il veut les voix, il veut une voix aiguë.
If you'll excuse me, I've got some lines to color outside of.
It's your life.
Tell me, old judge, what gruesome qualities do you look for in a singing performance?
Fraternity! I'm voting for Peepers no matter what. He's my brother. The one who didn't forget my birthday today, I might add.
I said I was sorry.
Donc lui, dans tous les cas, il va vouloir voter pour Peepers. Donc il faut que au moins 2 sur 3, peut-être même les 3 d'ailleurs, votent pour moi. Parce qu'effectivement, Sam va participer donc au concours après.
Happy birthday.
Thanks. I'm glad somebody remembered.
I said I was sorry. What more do you want?
A treat would be nice.
Isn't this also St. Boniface Day?
Patron saint of carnivorous plants and spiky things? I think that's next week.
What? Ah oui. Alors quand il parlait d'un cadeau, en vrai c'est un indice.
What kind of perks go with this gig? Do you get fancy dressing rooms and candy sorted by color?
Ooh, craft services food. Have them bring me a roasted Canada goose stuffed with lightly bruised olives, please.
Not likely. I ordered a cake for my birthday, but they never brought it.
I think the
Ah
craft
bah voilà.
services crew all went in to watch the Myra show, like everybody else.
All we got was a basket of tomatoes. Ugh.
What kind of preposterously un-American weasel are you that you don't like tomatoes?
I like them just fine, but they don't like me.
What do you mean?
I once spent 12 hours in the bathroom after mistakenly eating a cucumber that was sitting next to a tomato on the plate.
Say no more. Can you eat those little cherry tomatoes? They're small.
No! No tomatoes, tomato juice, tomato paste, nothing, or I'll be out of commission for hours.
Ah oui, c'est vrai.
Enjoy your judging. Catch you later.
Uh-huh.
Peut-être qu'on peut lui refiler ça, mais ça sert à rien. On va juste se débarrasser de
How'd
ça
you
de
like something
l'inventaire.
to eat?
I'm kinda saving room, thanks.
Ah non, même pas. De toute façon, si on fait un autre gâteau, normalement ça remplace celui-là.
Hi.
Hi.
You got this stage set up awfully fast. You must have an army of minions to do your bidding.
No, it's pretty much just me. I used to have a stagehand, but she went to watch the Myra show.
All the more impressive then.
Sawing the hole in the floor was the hard part.
Oui, d'accord, elle a scié ça. Oui, mais c'est bizarre, ça veut dire qu'elle doit scier le truc à chaque nouvelle émission.
What can you tell me about the show you're shooting here?
Embarrassing idol? Standard drill. Amateur singers with delusions of ability perform in front of a camera. Judges heckle them, and the public gets sick pleasure out of watching the carnage.
Can I be a contestant? I often sing in the shower, but hardly anyone complains.
Sure, we're pretty desperate for contestants at the moment. We had more, but they went in to watch the Irish show and we never saw them again.
Highly suspicious.
Putain, mais nous, il faut qu'on ait 3 preuves qu'on est une star, mais genre le moindre technicien peut aller voir l'émission de Mayra. Non mais on se fout de nous.
Can you give me some kind of insight into the arcane workings of the judging?
It's pretty simple. All the judges have to agree on a winner. That's all there is to it.
What kind of arbitrary criteria do they use to make their decisions?
That's up to the individual judges.
I channel the spirit of Hammurabi, the ancient Babylonian ruler. Then I pick you, Sam.
Thanks, little buddy.
Ouais, donc lui, de toute façon, va toujours voter pour moi, Max. Il est sympa.
What allegedly valuable prize is bestowed on the lucky winner?
The winner gets a standard exploitation recording contract with a major label.
If you're going to be exploited by the best.
Oh, elle est belle celle-là.
That seems clear.
Thank goodness.
Avec des
What's
vedettes.
it like working with the soda poppers?
Ah oui,
The
eux.
usual. They prance around to make unreasonable demands, but they knuckle under because they're desperate to be working at all. Same as the rest of us, really.
Your bleak outlook is oddly refreshing.
Ouais, elle est belle.
Well, I'm sure you're very busy.
You got that right.
Je comprends pas que les jeux Sam et Max ne soient pas plus connus et joués et limite déifiés. Non, quand même pas, mais voilà quoi. Ils sont tellement sous-cotés, c'est... Après, je sais plus si... On a eu la BD en France, peut-être tardivement aussi. Le dessin animé, le dessin animé, alors moi je croyais qu'il a pas été sorti en France. Mais si, il a été diffusé dans les minicums sur France 3. Mais très bizarrement, j'étais complètement passé à côté. Je savais même pas que ça existait à l'époque. Donc c'est pas très bien distribué en France d'une manière générale, Sam et Max. Qu'à voir ces jeux, enfin... La saison 1 et 2 avait eu le doublage français, la saison 3 bah y a plus. Ah bon après ils ont arrêté, c'est tel, ils ont arrêté de faire des doublages français à partir d'environ 2010. Là c'est remaster, la VF est passée à la trappe. Mais là pour le coup Cape ils ont dit que ils ne possèdent pas les doublages non anglais. Je trouve ça un peu bizarre d'ailleurs parce que... Je veux dire, la maison mère de Telltale, du coup, n'avait pas récupéré les fichiers. C'est con. Peut-être qu'ils avaient pas bien géré leur truc. Enfin, peut-être, je sais pas, peut-être que... Enfin, il paraît qu'il y avait eu des problèmes d'organisation de toute façon chez Telltale. Enfin, déjà, ils avaient exploité beaucoup de licences différentes. Bon, ça les a conduits à leur faillite. Enfin, leur faillite, j'ai jamais compris s'ils étaient en faillite parce que moi je croyais qu'ils étaient morts et en fait non, ils sont encore là, ils ont sorti un truc en collaboration avec je sais plus qui, avec Deck 9. Ceux qu'ils ont fait Life is Strange Before the Storm et le True Colors. Donc en gros les Life is Strange fait aux États-Unis. Enfin disons par les studios américains quoi. Enfin, le studio américain Deck 9 du coup. On va se barrer. Je vais aller là où je sais qu'on pourra faire avancer le jeu. Voilà, on va avancer un petit peu, on va aller chez Sibylle. Qui s'est reconverti. Voilà, oula, c'est pixelisé. Oh, tiens, l'ambiance de la lumière est complètement différente. Ah, nice. Donc elle n'est plus thérapeute.
Sam,
Elle l'avait
Max,
dit dans le
so nice
message
to
du
see
répondeur en
you.
plus. Hein.
I don't suppose you have any candid photos of little green men feeling frisky, do you?
Yes. By which I mean, huh?
It's my new career. I'm a tabloid publisher specializing in the thoughtful analysis of
L'analyse de
groundbreaking
fond.
news of interest to myself and others like me.
What's it called?
The Alien Love Triangle Times.
So you're a publisher now? What happened to psychotherapy?
I've always had a fascination with the suppressed and the sensual, and for telling people too much about both. Publishing the Alien Love Triangle Times is a logical extension of all my previous careers. Except maybe Vatican spokesperson.
Are you doing any psychotherapy on the side?
Only on space aliens.
I guess that narrows your clientele quite a bit.
Ouais.
No, not really.
Ah bon?
How about a quick analysis, for old time's sake?
Oh, all right. Think of a number between 1 and 4.
3.5.
Sounds like inverse paranoia to me.
What don't you mean by that?
Mm-hmm. I thought so.
What was it you said about a photo?
My new tabloid, the Alien Love Triangle Times, needs a cover photo of an extraterrestrial biological entity, or alien as the unwashed masses calls them, caught getting cozy with some of the locals.
Sybil, I'd like the record to show that although I support you as a friend, your latest project makes my skin decidedly crawly.
Me too, and I like it.
So you're looking for a cover photo of little green men canoodling, right?
Yeah, though I'm kind of desperate at this point. Basically, I can use anything as long as there are 3 beings in the shot and at least one of them's an alien.
2 autres personnes,
It
c'est
is
précis.
the Alien Love Triangle Times, after all.
Ah bah oui.
Got it.
Ah, elle s'est bien compliqué la tâche en choisissant ce nom-là.
There's nothing like good, hard-nosed journalism.
You said it. It's time to find out the real answers to the real questions.
What did those poor cattle do to deserve that?
No. What do aliens do for romance? Do they love? How do they get their otherworldly thrills?
By playing slots in Keno? That'd explain why they're always seen in Nevada.
Là aussi, il y a un côté assez actuel. Hein.
Have you learned anything interesting since you started this, magazine?
I learned why Elvis had such an otherworldly voice.
Elvis was not an alien.
Sure he was. He just wore makeup to cover his emerald green skin.
Frankly, Sybil, this project is disturbing, as well as distressingly intimate.
Like seeing Stephen King getting a hot butter massage.
Oh, you saw last week's issue.
N'importe quoi.
Is anybody else an alien that we might not know about?
Dr. Phil.
Well, that goes without saying.
Marilyn Manson.
Is anybody else an alien that we might not know about?
Yes.
Is anybody else an alien?
Yes.
Oui, ok.
We'll be back.
Keep watching the supplies.
Voilà, on va lui donner notre photo à nous.
Sam, this is perfect. This photo is a capstone. It succinctly summarizes over 30 years of extraterrestrial-related photographic evidence.
Sybil, that photo is a hoax.
Exactly. I couldn't have asked for better. Now I can print the paper.
Mais le pire, c'est là aussi, elle a raison en plus.
Available at newsstands now.
Alors je sais pas s'il y a des ellipses dans le jeu parce que là elle a eu le temps de sortir son numéro.
This appears to be some sort of reproductive device.
It's a mimeograph. I use it to print my tabloid.
I think those might be iron-ons.
Convenient and painful. A surefire hit with the average consumer.
Ah, the tiki. Pulled over from the days when you could sell all kinds of cheap crap without a successful children's television show.
Envious?
A little.
Ah oui, c'est instantané. Mais en vrai, c'est souvent comme ça dans les jeux Sammy Max 3D.
Nice sign. She's got a story here about two hygienists from Walla Walla and an amorphous Saturnian slime mold.
Is that the one where they walk into a bar at the beginning?
Laundromat. But you're close.
I've got half a mind to stretch out for a little bit.
I think you have to stretch the whole thing or it rips.
You baffle me sometimes, Max.
Ça c'est quoi toutes ces bouteilles? Bon bah c'est bon, on n'a plus rien à faire ici. Hein. Relax. J'adore cette enseigne. Bon, alors...
Spin the Bottle Championship is coming up.
I like when they do the sudden death round with the Molotov cocktails.
C'est quoi le... At the Patriots Forum? Ah bon.
Feel like taking in some pro wrestling?
I think I've seen that one.
J'ai déjà vu.
We should go to Switzerland sometime, Max.
Nah, they always jip you on the cheese. It's like half air.
Hey, it's the Indie Angst Film Festival.
What do? Show that second movie over and over again?
Tu sais, ils auront aussi fait une blague sur les films, les festivals du film indépendant dans la saison 3. Est-ce qu'il y a encore un truc à faire ici ou est-ce qu'on va direct au studio télé là? Bah là de toute façon on a fait ce qu'il y avait à faire chez Bosco donc je pense que c'est bon.
Where are we going, Sam?
The TV studio.
Goody!
Donc ah oui mais attends, merde. Non 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 non, j'ai pas tout fait chez Bosco, il me manque un objet. Mais comment je sais même plus comment on va le financer celui-là. Mais c'est bizarre, il avait dit qu'il y avait un truc derrière le comptoir, mais j'ai pas vu la ligne qui pour demander c'est quoi l'objet. Ah ouais tiens. Ah oui, il faut le récupérer en plus.
Hooray! Can we begin misbehaving now?
Begin?
Le scandale, Sam et Max. Honteux.
It's Sam and Max. I saw you on the telly.
How do you watch TV from in there?
Oh, I've got monitors you don't even know about.
Modulateur vocal. Avec un E.
Hello, sir.
What ho, old beans?
We want to buy something.
Quite so.
What peculiar device are you so eager to pawn off on us this time?
It's the latest in Bosco tech innovation. A delightful invention I like to call a chemical-based voice modulator.
Voice modulator? What's that?
I do believe it's self-explanatory.
We don't really have time to explain it to ourselves. Why don't you just explain it to us?
Well, it alters the frequency of your voice molecules. Very useful, very useful.
Donne-nous le modulateur
We'd like that
vocal.
voice modulator.
That will be 30 shillings.
Yeah, I left our shillings in my other pants. How much in dollars?
Let's see, 30 shillings would be about 1 million American dollars.
$1 million? No way are we giving out that many tickets.
I think we'll have to find an entirely new revenue stream if we want that voice modulator.
Oh, worth every shilling. Trust me, trust me.
Ah, alors c'est quoi? De l'hélium? Est-ce de l'hélium? À votre avis? Mais je me rappelle plus comment on va le payer ce
We'd
truc.
like that voice modulator.
That will be 1 million
C'est pas comme si j'avais fait ce jeu au moins 5 fois, mais bon.
Find a way to become millionaires.
Ah mais oui,
For us right now.
il a donné l'indice Max. Ah c'est ça qui est chiant, c'est qu'il faut faire des allers-retours. Ça ralentit un peu le rythme du jeu quand il faut faire des allers-retours comme ça, mais... En même temps, faut pas qu'il soit trop speedrunnable non plus, hein.
Where are we going, Sam?
The TV studio.
Goody!
Ah bien, on le voit sous un autre plan. Encore. Voilà, ils ont pas fait les choses à moitié pour le remaster, ça c'est cool. Si on oublie la VF. Porte de la sitcom, donc oui, ça y est, on a ce qu'il faut pour... Il y a pas mal de petites choses à faire, mine de rien. Alors pour tout retenir...
Competitive horseshoe skipping is a thrilling test of accuracy, strategy, and strength.
Even more so if the horses are so
Some say that's the only way.
C'est leur méthode. Allez, qui va rater des millions? Ce qui est bien, c'est que cette référence-là, au moins, elle a pas vieilli. Est-ce qu'on peut le faire maintenant ou est-ce qu'il faut perdre une fois? Ah, on aura peut-être besoin des autres fiches, je sais plus. On va participer une première fois.
That's where I'd stand if I were the host, which I'm not.
Ah oui. Bah oui, mais c'est chelou.
No thanks.
Ah oui, c'est ça, c'est le truc du présentateur. Oui, c'est Bliss qui présente en l'occurrence.
Who's never going to be a millionaire?
Good old WARP, where no horse is so dead they can't beat it a few more times.
On dirait tellement qu'ils ont pris un clip art.
Hi, Hugh Bliss.
Hi, I'm Hugh Bliss.
Non, je voudrais commencer l'émission là. Comment on fait?
That's where I'd stand if I were the...
We've got a contestant, people! Hit it!
Hop là.
From somewhere deep within the bowels of WARP, it's Who's Never Going to Be a Millionaire? With special guest host, Hugh Bliss.
Hi.
You
I'm
Bliss.
Hugh Bliss.
Our first contestants are a pair of professional freelance police officers. They enjoy firing their guns randomly and running over things. Please welcome Sam and Max.
C'est une présentation tout à fait correcte.
Listen, Sam, they love us.
Welcome. You know the rules. If you can answer even one question correctly, you'll walk away a millionaire.
Start loading the armored cars, Hugh, because my brain's stuffed with enough worthless trivia to power a small Chilean village for decades.
It's true.
Okay, are you ready? Oh, happy day. It's an easy one.
Oh, happy day.
Sets out from the Horsehead Nebula
Sérieux?
in a spaceship traveling at thrice the speed of light, and his father leaves from Rigel 2 at the same time going half the speed. How many nanoseconds will it be before time paradox causes the first man never to have been born?
I'd have to guess Patty Duke's evil twin cousin.
Oh, so close, but no, you lose!
Je crois qu'il faut un chiffre.
This is an outrage. I demand a recount.
We do have a fabulous consolation prize, a copy of Emetics by me, Hugh Bliss.
Ding!
No thanks. I'm content to leave with just my burning shame and newfound sense of inadequacy.
Okay.
Find out which poor schmuck will be the next to blow his chance at millions right after these messages.
Ah ouais, vous voulez faire exprès qu'on se loupe une fois pour faire apparaître les fiches ici.
Apparently, WARP can't afford armed guards for their game show questions.
That's cheating, Sam. Good thinking.
Don't get your pretty long ears in a twist, little buddy. The answers aren't on here.
In life, there are no answers, only questions.
Prismatology credo?
No, I read that on a cereal box. I'm seriously deficient in riboflavin, by the way.
You're seriously deficient, all right.
Voilà, on va remplacer les questions du jeu télé par celle-là. En fait, on va littéralement faire une inversion.
Hey, a perfect fit.
Ou je sais plus. Attends. Bon, on va donc reparticiper au jeu.
We've got another contestant. Hit it.
Welcome back. Our next contestants are these guys again.
Okay, are you ready? The question is, am I blue?
Question très difficile. Je devrais lancer un sondage sur Twitch. Est-ce qu'il est bleu?
No, Hugh, you're not blue.
Oh dear! Oh me, oh my! That's absolutely right!
Yes.
Congratulations! You're a millionaire!
We're rich! Filthy rich!
We just went bankrupt, so we will not be back after these messages.
I don't
Ouch.
believe it. Well, this is awkward, but we don't actually have $1 million in cash.
Sweet mother of all quiz show scandals.
We'll have to give you $1 million worth of food stamps. They're right over there.
Je vous oubliais.
Deep fried licorice ropes with food stamps.
We'll take it. 1, 2, 3, 174, 175, 999,999, and $1 million.
Let's go spend it, Sam. It's burning a hole in my pocket.
It's putting quite a bulge in mine.
Voilà. On va financer notre modulateur de voix chimique en bon d'achat d'épicerie. Je sais même plus si ça nous sert. Tiens, j'ai des nouvelles paroles pour toi.
How would you like to try out some new lyrics?
No thanks. I only perform my own material.
Bonjour, sœur Bosco. C'est quoi cette truc? Crime Watch. Ok. Allons-y. Hello. Bon d'achat.
We want to buy something.
Yes, quite so, quite so.
We come bearing $1 million American.
Now hand over the voice modulator.
Blimey, food stamps? Well, I suppose I must accept them. Balderdash government conspiracy. It's hogwash. Complete card swallow.
C'est moi, il y a des cartons derrière lui maintenant. Voilà, bravo Kefran, c'est bien de l'hélium. Bravo. Je vais pas le faire avec ma soundboard.
Thanks, Bosco.
Voilà, c'est tout à fait chimique.
Special, buy one, get one.
What a deal.
Ah, pourquoi il a autant de mal à courir Ah, mais je peux double-cliquer aussi, ouais. Comme dans la saison 2.
Where are we going, Sam?
Oui, ça y est ce coup-ci.
The TV studio.
Goody!
Allez, ce coup-ci, on va participer à la nouvelle tarte. Myra, pas mal. C'était pas mal ce plan avec les fiches de Myra. Donc... Ah oui, alors par contre, faut pas participer tout de suite. Oh là 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 là, quelle catastrophe, il faudra encore faire un aller-retour, mais j'aurais dû faire ça avant. J'ai pas bien géré le truc, bon c'est pas grave, hein, mais... Là je fais mon galérien comme si je jouais pour la première fois. Bon allez, la deuxième.
Welcome once again to Cooking Without Looking, the show where we use absolutely no natural ingredients whatsoever and still make something you guys can choke down. Filling in for the inconveniently food-poisoned Chuck Flagon, these guys.
Thank you, and
À chaque fois,
welcome to the
these
show.
guys.
What are we making this time, Sam?
Un gâteau.
Today we're baking a cake. Let's visit our rack of ingredients and add flavoring to the flavoring pail.
I'm pretty sure that's a pot, Sam.
Max, let's leave the cooking to me and the eating to you.
Bon, normalement, peu importe les ingrédients. Hein.
A pinch or two of wombat secretions.
Make sure they're lightly damp to the touch. The wombats, not the secretions.
A handful or two of buffalo chips.
You really can't add too many buffalo chips.
You want to use the sulfuric acid sparingly. It can easily overwhelm the other ingredients.
J'adore, c'est qu'il a mis son chapeau sur son chapeau. Et qu'il a encore en dessous son casque anti-hypnose.
Of course, you're going to want a few dashes of hair gel.
Don't worry, bachelors. As long as you use it only for cooking, no one will think you less of a man.
Quoi?
Of course, it wouldn't be real bachelor cooking without tweed.
Je sais pas ce que c'est.
Here's a tip. Tweed isn't just for cooking. It also makes a great toupee.
A dash of pink mink oil is a must.
Nothing says I last ate real food in the 80s like the inclusion of something pink.
Can we say enough about roofing tile shards?
Obviously, we can.
Every chef has a signature ingredient.
C'est vraiment les déjà montré ça.
You'll want to crush up some dried dingo kidneys.
Come on, bachelors. You know you have them. Look under the sofa
Ah
cushion.
bon? L'amiante.
Of
Putain.
course, who could forget the asbestos sprinkles?
This stuff isn't just for school lunches. Real kitchens use it too.
Don't skimp on the lard.
That's right. If you take the lard out of lard ass, all you have is ass.
Well said, Max.
Bon, pas non plus les meilleures blagues, celle-là. Par contre, ils ont du lard comme ça en poudre. Ils ont un gros machin de lard en plus à côté, là dans le studio, mais...
Every meal has to include some of the standards, like monk paste.
Don't forget that saying. Monk paste for the taste. Pope vest for the zest.
Quoi?
Make sure to include red dye number 2.
If there's not at least some possibility of malignant tumors, it's not real bachelor cooking.
We've already got that thing we made before.
No, I ate it while you were looking at the ingredients. Now do we broil it, Sam?
Right you are, little
De
buddy.
toute façon, c'était pas un gâteau qu'on avait fait.
And, through the magic of TV cooking show time, one gorgeous, delicious cake, ready to be
Ah oui.
binged upon or shared
La
amongst
texture est quand même plus propre qu'avant. Hein.
Let's take it with us.
On dirait qu'elle en a rien à fiche, elle. Alors... On va encore faire un détour, du coup. Normalement, on peut faire moins de détours si on connaît bien le jeu et qu'on gère, mais... Allez, là. Il va falloir ajouter un ingrédient à ce gâteau. Voilà. L'ingrédient qu'il n'y avait pas là-bas au studio. Donc on va devoir l'utiliser ici.
A little ketchup is always good on a cake.
Un gâteau au ketchup. Parce que. Mais il y a une vraie raison à ça. Peut-être que vous avez compris. Mais faut suivre par contre, avoir de la mémoire.
Where are we going, Sam?
The TV studio.
Goody!
Ça va? La voiture elle démarre toujours au quart de tour. On va lui donner ce gâteau d'anniversaire, nappage ketchup.
Happy birthday.
Oh boy! Birthday cake! That red frosty looks
Alors non, on va pas acheter son vote avec du gâteau. Par contre, il y a toujours ce petit problème de sous-titrage.
Excuse me. Boy, that was
Ouais,
really...
voilà.
Oh, really? Uh-oh. Time out for number 2!
not be going to see Myra. Well, anyway, we can't wait. We'll just have to finish the show with only 2 judges. Whatever you guys agree on goes.
Vote for me!
Lui au loin qui crie « Votez pour moi !» On va participer. Donc on a éliminé un juge, maintenant il va falloir convaincre le second. On va utiliser le modulateur vocal.
Testing, 1, 2, 3.
Allons-y.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our next contestant, Sam.
Hello. I'd like to do a little song.
Il vole son banjo. Ah, dommage qu'ils n'ont pas ajouté une lanière, un truc. Le blues du chien errant, l'amour des épines embouteillage. Exactement la même que les autres, mais mieux. Bon, de toute façon, je crois qu'on peut choisir ce qu'on veut. Hein.
Just like someone else's song, only somehow better.
Normalement, ils chantent toujours la même chose, je crois. Ah, peut-être pas. Ouh, ouais, c'est bizarre.
Chomping on a crunchy silver spoon.
Ah bah.
Thinking about the rings on the great raccoon.
Ah si, c'est toujours pareil. Je vais vous rappeler que j'écris des chansons. Je dirais n'importe quoi pourvu que ça rime. Il dure pas longtemps son modulateur chimique. Mais bon, ça marche à partir du moment où on a cassé les lunettes de l'autre.
You really nailed that high note. Whoa! And you're less sloppy than my brother is. You've got my vote.
All of the remaining judges have agreed. We have a winner.
No! Congratulations, Sam. Here's your recording contract.
In Bottom Records. It's like a dream come true.
Ultra local.
I'll get you for this if it's the last thing I do. Right after I get back from Mount Rushmore.
Rushmore? I'd better go after him.
I just remembered. I have to feed my goldfish.
Are we still taping?
Be sure to join us next time on Embarrassing Idol.
Le mot Rushmore, il y aura l'explication dans l'épisode suivant. Celui d'après, non, je crois que c'est l'épisode suivant.
Hello, little acid shark.
Can we get an acid shark, Sam, please?
I don't think so. Remember what happened with the sea monkeys?
Aww.
Bon, ben... Donc là, on a... donc la cassette, on l'a donnée à Mayra. On a un scandale juteux. Et donc le contrat... Waouh. D'enregistrement. Bref, on a tout ce qu'il faut pour aller voir Mayra. Les pommes, les tasses... On s'en fout. Ah bon? DGA. Allez, c'est parti. J'adore tous ces clous posés n'importe comment. Quoi. La cuisine, les yeux fermés, non, plus besoin d'y aller.
Yes? Oh, you two again. Well, what is it? You've got the length of one commercial break to explain yourselves.
Bah là, c'est j'ai... Alors, faut recliquer là.
Remind me what your requirements are for guests on your show?
Of course, dear. I'll need to see your recording contract, a clip from your TV show, and some evidence of a juicy scandal.
What if we have our own video game?
Video games? Ugh, those things will ruin your eyes. They're awful.
Mais ils ont un jeu vidéo à leur nom, n'empêche.
We do have a recording contract. Bin Bottom Records. Take a look. You should have us on as guests.
I like my guests to be celebrities audiences are talking about. Have you been embroiled in any juicy scandals lately?
Our landlady thinks I'm the one who broke the dryer in the basement.
Come back when the media is talking about you. And don't forget to wash behind your ears first.
Actually, we graced the cover of the current edition of the Alien Love Triangle Times. How's that for a scandal? You'll have us on your show now, yes?
Oh, I suppose so. If only so I can talk about America's lamentably endless fascination with depravity. Naturally, I will expect you to be on your best behavior and agree with everything I say and answer every question I have and don't interrupt and keep your elbows off the table and use your indoor voice.
What about...
While you're on my show, you stay in your seats at all times. You do not interrupt me when I'm talking and you treat the audience with the utmost respect, even if you become less sure with each passing year that they deserve it. Now, I'll call you on stage in a minute.
Gosh, Max. Celebrity is just a never-ending set of arbitrary goals one accomplishes to appease a dismissive and distracted, if not entirely absent, authority figure.
I've begun my decadent slide into a depraved personal hell just in case.
Eh ben, elle résume beaucoup de choses, cette Myra Stump.
Give her a hand, everyone. Bessie Bovine reading from her new book, The Heart Has Four Stomachs, Ruminations on a Life in Hollywood, out now in all major bookstores.
N'importe quoi.
This microphone is starting to spark from overuse, but that doesn't mean we're ready to pack it in. We've got the stars of the not quite cancelled sitcom Midtown
Pas tout
Cowboys,
à fait
who
annulé.
also happen to be the winner and judge of
C'est un peu
TV's
comme Telltale
embarrassing
Games, ils sont pas tout à fait morts.
Gentlemen, Sam and Max.
Coucou.
Hold the hayride, little pal. That bear seems more than slightly hinky, in the mesmeric sense of the term.
Shadier than a fat man's ankles.
Let's take it down like ducks in
Mais,
the gutter.
pas une belle blague non plus, ça.
Hold it! My guests sit at that end.
But that bear has got you.
Sit.
We'll just sit where you want us to, man.
Lovely.
Sit.
What gives, Sam? Why can't we just grab the bear?
It would appear that the laws of physics are different on the set of a talk show, little buddy. We're gonna have to play along.
Sam and Max, you're talented, hot new celebrities who've taken the entertainment world by storm. So naturally, we all want to hear everything about your involvement in the scandal detailed in the Alien Love Triangle Times.
There's something you should know about that picture in the Times.
I'm not sure I want to know anything more. Maybe you big Hollywood types thinks it's funny to flaunt your polyplanetary pickups, but the rest of us find alien love triangles frankly disgusting.
N'importe quoi.
How so?
Tu peux faire un parallèle avec tout ce que tu veux avec ça, quoi.
It's not a picture of an alien at all. That's Hugh Bliss.
Hugh Bliss, the highly respected founder of Prismatology? Don't be ridiculous. Why, I've had him on my show before, and he certainly isn't green. What are you really hiding?
How much I'm scared of being buffeted by another gust of Hurricane Myra?
Flattery will get you nowhere, mister. I don't know about you, audience, but as a girl, I was taught that flattery was the worst possible way to blah, 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 yak, yak, yak. Blah, 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 yak, 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 bloody, 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 yakety, 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 yakety,
Got a second, little buddy?
Now that we're big stars, I'd normally ask that your people call my people to set up a meeting. But since we're old friends...
We've got to stop this TV program.
Stop it? It's the greatest moment of my deeply superficial life.
Nonetheless, we'll be trapped here forever if we don't do something.
Look, unless you take out Myra or that bear, or both, you'll never stop it. I say, relax and enjoy the unreal, soul-hollowing ride.
Je sais pas ce qu'il dit en anglais, mais du coup il dit carrément autre chose, forcément, puisque le texte français est une référence à ce qu'avait dit, je crois que c'est le patron de TF1 de l'époque, Patrick Lelay. Bah, il y avait deux voix.
The real threat here isn't Myra at all. It's that bear.
I know. Nothing that cute should be allowed to exist.
It has Myra in some sort of hypnotic thrall.
You made that word up.
Possibly, but that doesn't make it less true. According to the ultra-strict rules of talk show reality, we're stuck sitting over here, possibly permanently.
At least it's comfortable.
True, but we can't do much from here.
Celebrities don't always have to do things for themselves. They perform and have people do everything else for them.
Never mind.
Then I shall return to the warm womb of manufactured celebrity.
Humanity's not safe while that mysterious little hypno bear is on the loose.
Are we part of humanity, Sam?
Not technically, but we're in danger too.
Oui.
Can't we sit over there?
You'll sit where you are and like it, mister.
Yes, ma'am.
Attends, faut chanter d'abord. Enfin, attendez.
Ah, yes. Where were we? I think we were discussing the alien love triangle times and that nasty, scandalous affair of yours.
I'd like to talk about me.
I prefer my guests' naked egos to be just a little less naked, dear.
Oh, absolutely, Myra. That's exactly what Reese Butterfingers told me when sniping river rats at Cannes. She thought I had the cool-eyed aim of a professional.
Are you sure you wouldn't rather talk about your alien love triangle shenanigans?
I'd like to talk about myself.
And a project you're working on, perhaps?
You said it, Myra. I am an ongoing project, like a golden calf or a graven image. I'll only rest once people are sacrificing their firstborn unto me. Also, I'd like to direct.
Fame went to your head quickly, dear.
It's a short trip.
Are you sure you wouldn't rather talk about your alien love triangle shenanigans?
Let's talk about you, Myra.
Me? What could anyone want to know about me?
Maybe they'd like to know how honored you are to have me, Max, brilliant actor and acerbic wit, on your show.
Are you sure you wouldn't rather talk about your alien love triangle shenanigans?
I'd like to mention my pal Sam and something that happened the other day.
Anecdotes about other celebrities, even ones as dubious as you two, are always welcome.
Well, I was battering this purse snatcher with a broken parking meter and screaming, "Die! Why won't you die?" And Sam said, "You crack me up, little buddy."
The point being?
I crack Sam up.
Are you sure you wouldn't rather talk about your alien love triangle shenanigans?
Par contre, j'ai plus rien à dire normalement dans cette photo dans le Times.
You should know about that picture in the Times.
Il y a chose à savoir. D'autres personnes sont impliquées. Ah, je crois qu'on aura besoin de ça, mais pas tout de suite.
I've changed my mind. I can't bring myself to talk about it.
All right. You can tell us something else about your scandalous affair.
Bah.
I'd rather talk about our smash hit sitcom, Midtown Cowboys.
Okay, let's talk. You two have become the new breakout stars of a flaccid, dissolute sitcom in its final days. How wonderful for you.
C'est marrant, elle critique le fait que ce soit amoral.
I had a chance to watch it, and I refused to show it to my audience. It has a shocking joke involving a cow pie. It's a sad commentary on today's culture when the cow pie, once a staple of the American diet, blah 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 blah, yak 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 yak.
I see why Myra only lets big stars on her show.
They're easier targets?
Ne votez pas Myra en 2022, s'il vous plaît.
She's finished. I'm not touching that thing. I'd probably get shocked. May I have a drink of water?
Are you the host of this talk show?
No.
Then no.
Bon, qu'est-ce que je fais?
Ah, yes. Where were we? I think we were discussing the alien love triangle times and that.
Ah ouais, elle fait exprès de nous ramener sur Alien Love Triangle Times parce que c'est... On va finir là-dessus normalement.
I'd like to sing a song from my upcoming album. feathers and furious scribbling.
I'm almost certain the audience might probably enjoy that.
Howling at that drippy old hunk of moon.
Ah, mais j'ai pas eu le temps de...
She's at brunch today with some baboon. And so I wrote this extremely catchy tune.
Thank you, Sam, for putting the num back in musical number.
What a wonderful way to remind our audience that you don't have to be talented to be famous. And a perfect segue into my latest tirade about the lamentable state of modern popular music. I mean, blah 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 blah, yak 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 yak, bloody bloody bloody, yakety yak yak yak. Blah 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 blah, yak 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 yak, bloody 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 bloody, yakety 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 yak, blah blah blah, blah blah.
Testing. 1, 2, 3. I'd like to sing, if I may.
Is that wise?
Howling at that drippy old...
C'est raisonnable.
Whoa! Careful there, Tiger. That was wonderful. I'm so moved I almost don't have a long hectoring screed in me. Oh no, wait! There it is!
C'est bon, ça vient.
Self-referential songwriting is a dangerously blah 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 yak 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 yak.
Tu parles trop. Tu parles trop. C'est marrant, j'avais jamais remarqué ce bouquin là. Bref.
Ah yes, where were we? I think we were discussing the alien love triangle times and that nasty scandalous affair of yours.
There's more you should know about that picture in the Times.
What's that?
Alors c'est pas ça qu'il faut répondre, mais on va voir ce qui se passe quand on clique ici.
It's not us, it's our evil twins, Saul and Mark.
I thought I was the evil twin.
Sam, I refuse to let my low opinion of you curtail my disappointment. Did you really think anyone would buy such an unbelievable story?
Is there a way to answer that without being lectured?
No, there isn't. You know, millions of Americans suffer from malevolent multiple birth sibling syndrome. It's no laughing matter.
Quoi? Fratrie gélulière magnifique.
Blah 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 blah. Ah yeah.
There's more.
What's that?
D'autres personnes sont
It doesn't
impliquées.
tell the whole story. There's someone else involved. Someone the picture doesn't show.
How shocking. Who?
Bessie Bovine, our co-star on Midtown Cowboys.
Oh my.
C'est tellement monté.
Shall we bring her back out again?
Regardez. Voilà.
At the risk of making the obvious comment, that was shocking. Is she breathing?
A little, but the creepy teddy bear is toast.
Nuts. I wanted to ask it a few questions, and maybe use it to hypnotize Katie Couric.
Another
glorious dream bangs its chin on the dirty pavement. On the bright side, the audience is free to go home.
Oh, I was just getting warmed up. Do you think Myra will have us back on the show again soon?
J'en
Speaking
doute.
of unlikely, did you notice we just had 2 cases in a row involving hypnotic mind control?
Eh ouais.
Complete coincidence?
Yes, I think so. The cogs of the universe synchronize in ways we're not meant to see.
Speaking of things we're not meant to see, there's a new restaurant at the zoo where you can eat what they feed the animals.
Empty popcorn cartons and cigarette butts?
Oh.
Processed bread logs loaded with tranquilizers and antidepressants.
Bread logs make me
Ouais.
bogey.
La mafia
Let's
des
head back to
jouets.
the cooking show set and see if we can figure out how to make fried pork rinds.
Okay, but I get the feet.
Les textures, j'ai l'impression que j'en ai même pas été retouché. Et ainsi finit donc ce deuxième épisode. Évidemment, il y a 2-3 blagues qui ont un peu vieilli et je parle même pas des références datées, mais il y a eu 2-3 blagues grossophobes par exemple, effectivement, bon voilà. En tout cas, ben, on va se retrouver normalement samedi prochain à 14h30 pour l'épisode 3. Ben, voilà. Surtout, ben, partagez tout ça, je sais pas. J'espère que vous serez là. Sinon, moi de mon côté, je suis je travaille donc sur une vidéo, comme je l'ai déjà dit plusieurs fois, mais là je vais probablement devoir mettre en pause ça pendant quelques temps parce que je dois faire autre chose, voilà, qui n'a rien à voir avec ni mes chaînes, ni Warball, ni rien. Donc ce que je voulais faire, bah ça, enfin c'est même pas que ça aura de retard puisque de toute façon j'ai pas mis de date. Donc bah voilà. Mais après j'avais songé à faire une partie en live, mais bof. Il faudrait que j'annonce ça un peu plus en avance. Je sais pas trop quand est-ce que je ferais ça, si je le faisais en live et... Mais bon, ça gâcherait peut-être un petit peu le... Ça gâcherait peut-être un petit peu le truc, quoi. Bah en plus de ça... Il y aurait un document, ouais, il y a un document que j'ai même pas fini de traiter en plus, donc... Ouais, tant pis, j'avais envie que l'une des parties elle sorte avant les élections, mais bon, bah... C'est pas si important que ça finalement. Enfin, sachant que bon, ça va pas faire 1 milliard de vues dans tous les cas. C'est pas très... c'est pas... c'est peu importe finalement. Mais croyez bien que voilà, je bosse sur des trucs. En plus, je fais des fois de la correction de texte pour le blog de Vinatiro. J'en ai un peu fait là aujourd'hui. Il prépare quelque chose, lui, de son côté, pour le blog. Et si j'oublie pas, je partagerai ça d'ailleurs quand ce sera... ben, sorti. Et remarque, rien ne m'empêche de repartager le blog en attendant. Il sera pas dans le coin, évidemment. Attends. Alors, des petites secondes, je charge ça. Donc, pour les gens à qui ça intéresserait... comment il a appelé ça? Hop, ouais. Ah, mais oui, mais à chaque fois... pourquoi ça charge ça, là? Ouais. C'est bien ça, on y est. Donc c'est un petit blog de tuto informatique, hein, notamment si vous êtes sous Linux, ça pourrait plus ou moins vous aider, enfin, surtout pour les débutants sous Linux. Puis voilà, il va bientôt sortir un autre article. Donc c'est c'est un membre du collectif Warball Production au passage, hein, donc Warball Production. Je refile encore une fois la page là de... Enfin pas la page mais la vidéo de présentation. Il n'a pas mis dans le coin, c'est chiant. Je vais rechercher à chaque fois parce que je pense pas à préparer donc... merde, allez là. Non, qu'est-ce que... Non. Ça y est. Voilà. Si vous connaissez pas encore ce collectif, je remets le lien de la vidéo de présentation de la version de cette année, parce que j'avais déjà fait une vidéo de présentation de l'année dernière et là on l'a mis un peu à jour. Donc ça sert aussi, hein, si vous connaissez le collectif mais que vous voulez le présenter à d'autres, bah utilisez la version de cette année du coup, qui est plus actuelle, sans déconner. Merci Captain Obvious. Et je n'ai plus qu'une chose à vous dire. Et cordialement, bisous.